Why is it that some people seem to draw others in effortlessly, while the rest of us struggle to make meaningful connections? You've probably noticed them, those magnetic individuals who command attention without saying a word, who make everyone feel valued just by being in their presence. The truth? It's rarely about what they say. It's about what they're constantly communicating without words. Body language, the silent conversation that's always happening beneath the surface. You see, while you're busy crafting the perfect response in your head, your body is already telling a story. And for many of us, that story contradicts everything we're trying to achieve when connecting with others. Think about it. How many times have you left a conversation feeling disconnected or simply invisible? How often have you wondered why building rapport seems so natural for some people, yet so painfully awkward for you? I've been there, standing in the corner at social events, arms crossed, wondering why no one approached me, sitting in meetings, unknowingly sending signals of disinterest, then feeling confused when my ideas weren't well received. Here's what I discovered. We've been taught to obsess over our words, but we've neglected the language our bodies speak, the language that actually accounts for over 55% of our communication. Today, I'm sharing 5 body language hacks that transformed my social interaction and can transform yours too. These aren't manipulative tactics. These are adjustments that allow your outer self to finally align with your inner intention. Let's begin. Hack number 1, the engaged posture. Have you ever noticed how you physically respond when something truly captivates your attention? Your body naturally leans forward. You open up. Your energy shifts. Now imagine the opposite. Picture someone slumped back, shoulders rounded, eyes wandering. How interested do they appear? Your posture isn't just affecting your own energy, it's broadcasting your level of engagement to everyone around you. When you adopt what I call the engaged posture, you immediately transform how others perceive you. Here's how. First, imagine a string pulling upward from the crown of your head, lengthening your spine. Your shoulders relax down and back, not in a military stance, but in a natural, confident alignment. Now, angle your body slightly toward whoever is speaking. This subtle shift communicates something powerful. You matter to me. What you're saying has value. The magic happens when you couple this with a slight forward lean during moments of conversation, not invading their space, but demonstrating with your body what your words could never fully express, genuine interest. I remember applying this at a networking event where I typically felt invisible. The difference was immediate. People held conversations with me longer. They shared more. But here's the fascinating part. This posture doesn't just change how others see you, it changes how you feel. When you physically embody engagement, you actually become more engaged. The engaged posture becomes the foundation for all other body language hacks. Master this, and you're already halfway there. Hack number 2. The mirror effect. Have you ever noticed how you naturally mimic the expressions and postures of people you're comfortable with? This unconscious behavior has a name, mirroring. And it's one of the most powerful tools for building rapport that most people never consciously utilize. Our brains are wired for connection. When someone subtly mirrors our movements, our gestures, even our breathing patterns, something remarkable happens. Trust builds, comfort deepens, likability increases, without a single word being exchanged. But there's an art to this. Mirroring isn't about obvious imitation. It's about creating harmony in your interaction. Here's how to practice the mirror effect. When someone shifts their position, allow a few moments to pass, then adjust your position in a similar way. If they lean forward, you might soon lean forward too. If they use expressive hand gestures, you might incorporate more movement in your own hand. Even matching the pace and volume of their speech creates a powerful sense of synchronicity. I once had a colleague who seemed impossible to connect with. Our interactions were always strained. Then, I began consciously mirroring some of his communication patterns, his thoughtful pauses, his measured gestures. Within weeks, our relationship transformed. He even commented that he felt I was finally understanding him. By mirroring his style, I had signaled to his subconscious, we're alike, we're in sync, you can trust me. The beauty of this technique is in its subtlety. When done with authenticity, the other person doesn't notice the mirroring. They simply feel a growing sense of comfort and connection in your presence. Remember, this isn't about manipulation. It's about adaptation, about creating a bridge between your communication style and theirs. Hack number 3. The triangle gaze. Eye contact. Those 2 simple words can evoke anxiety in even the most confident among us. Too little, and you seem disinterested. Too much, and you create discomfort, even intimidation. So how do you strike the perfect balance? Enter the triangle gaze, a technique that transforms awkward eye contact into a natural flow of connection. Here's how it works. Instead of staring directly into someone's eyes continuously, you create a visual triangle. Move your gaze gently between their left eye, their right eye, and their mouth. This subtle movement accomplishes 2 things. First, it breaks the intensity of direct eye contact while still maintaining connection. Second, it demonstrates that you're engaged with their entire face, their expressions, their emotions, their words. The key is to move slowly, spending a few seconds on each point of the triangle. This creates a natural rhythm that puts both of you at ease. I discovered the power of this technique during a job interview where I typically would have been nervous. The interviewer later commented on how present and engaged I seemed throughout our conversation. But here's something even more profound. The triangle gaze doesn't just affect how others perceive you, it changes how you listen. When you're actively engaging with someone's facial expression, you become more attuned to the subtle cues they're sending. You become a better listener without trying to be a better listener. And few things make you more instantly likable than making others feel truly heard. Master this, and you'll never again worry about where to look during conversation. Hack number 4, the open palms. Take a moment and look at your hands. Are they clenched, hidden, fidgeting, or are they open, visible, and calm? Your hands reveal more about your internal state than you might realize, and they communicate powerful messages to everyone around you. Throughout human history, open palms have universally signaled one thing: I come in peace. I have nothing to hide. I am trustworthy. The open palms technique is simple but transformative. During conversations, particularly when making important points, keep your hands visible and your palms subtly exposed. Not dramatically open as if you're pleading, but naturally open as if you're offering. This might mean resting your hands on the table with palms softly upward, or gesturing with open rather than pointed fingers. I incorporated this technique during a presentation where I needed to build quick rapport with a skeptical audience. The difference was remarkable. Points that might have been met with resistance were received with openness. But the most fascinating aspect of the open palms technique is the feedback loop it creates. When you consciously unclasp your hands and expose your palms, your nervous system receives a powerful message. It's safe to be open here. Your body language doesn't just signal safety to others, it signals safety to you. Your stress hormones decrease, your muscles relax. Next time you're in a challenging conversation, check your hands. If you find them clenched, crossed, or hidden, consciously transition to open palms. You'll be amazed at how quickly the energy transforms. Such a small adjustment, such a profound impact. Hack number 5, the authentic smile. We've all experienced it, that moment when someone's smile seems to light up the room, to cut through all defenses and create an immediate connection. And we've also experienced the opposite, the smile that never reaches the eyes, that feels mechanical, empty. The authentic smile, sometimes called the Duchenne smile, involves not just your mouth, but your entire face, particularly your eyes. When you smile genuinely, the orbicularis oculi muscles activate, creating those distinctive crow's feet at the corners of your eyes. You can't fake this. Our brains are remarkably adept at detecting smile authenticity, even when we're not consciously aware of it. So how do you ensure your smile is authentic? Here's the beautiful paradox. You don't try to smile differently, you shift your internal state. Before entering a social situation, take a moment to recall something that naturally brings you joy or gratitude. Maybe it's a cherished memory, a personal accomplishment, the face of someone you love. Hold that feeling for a few breaths, then let it naturally express itself on your face. What emerges isn't just a smile, it's your smile, unique, genuine, and magnetic. I practiced this before client meetings where I typically felt anxious. Clients responded not just to my ideas, but to me as a person. Connections deepened, trust established faster. But here's what surprised me most. The authentic smile hack works even in difficult situations. When tension rises, a genuine smile, not a dismissive grin, but an expression of goodwill, can completely reframe the interaction. One crucial note, this isn't about smiling constantly, which can appear insincere. It's about allowing your natural warmth to show through at appropriate moments, in moments of greeting, of appreciation, of connection. The authentic smile is the most powerful tool in your likability arsenal, because it's the one that can't be strategically deployed without also being genuinely felt. These 5 body language hacks aren't separate techniques. They're different facets of the same fundamental shift, bringing your external communication into alignment with your internal intention. Because here's what I've discovered. Most of us aren't unlikable by nature. We're just sending mixed signals. We want connection, but our crossed arms signal distance. We're interested in others, but our wandering gaze suggests indifference. No wonder we sometimes feel invisible or misunderstood. The beautiful truth is that you already possess everything you need to be instantly more likable. You don't need to become someone else. You simply need to remove the physical barriers that prevent people from seeing who you truly are. Start small. Focus on one technique at a time until it becomes natural. Notice how people respond differently to you. Notice how you feel differently in your own body. These changes might seem subtle at first, but their impact is profound because body language isn't just about making a good impression. It's about creating genuine connection. It's about allowing your authentic self to be seen, felt, and received. Imagine walking into a room and feeling truly seen. Imagine speaking and knowing you're being heard. Imagine connecting with others, not through performance, but through presence. That's not just likability, that's transformation. And it begins with the silent conversation your body is having right now. What will you choose to say?